The loneliest island on Earth and its haunted lifeboat. Imagine this. You're stranded in a place where, within a radius of more than 5 million square miles, there isn't a single human being. No phone, no internet, no food, no hope of being found. Around you, only crashing waves, drifting ice, and the howling winds of Antarctica. If that ever happened, you'd instantly become the loneliest person on Earth. And here's the shocking part. This place actually exists. It's called Bouvet Island, the most isolated island on the planet. But Bouvet isn't just cold and desolate. It hides a chilling mystery that still haunts researchers today. The story of a ghost lifeboat that appeared out of nowhere and then vanished without a trace. An island in the middle of nowhere. Bouvet sits in the vast emptiness between Antarctica, Argentina, and South Africa. Tiny, frozen, and utterly cut off from the rest of the world. Within 5 million square miles around it, you won't find a single piece of land. Picture this. You're sailing across endless ocean, nothing in sight for thousands of miles, and suddenly, a snow-covered volcanic mountain rises out of the mist. That's Bouvet. The island was first discovered in 1739 by a French naval officer, Jean-Baptiste Charles Bouvet de Lozier. But he miscalculated its location so badly that Bouvet nearly disappeared from maps entirely. It wasn't until 1808 that an English whaler corrected the coordinates, officially placing Bouvet back on the world map. Today, Bouvet belongs to Norway. It's a protected nature reserve, no permanent inhabitants, no tourism, and no way to reach it except by helicopter. Just hearing this, you can already see why it's called the loneliest island on Earth. The ghost lifeboat appears. The mystery begins in 1964. That year, researcher Alan Crawford and a British scientific team set foot on Bouvet, using helicopters from the icebreaker HMS Protector. They landed on the frozen island to survey it. But then, they stumbled on something that left them stunned. In a frozen lagoon, half buried in the ice, was a lifeboat. And here's the strange part. The boat had no engine, no sail, no signs of fishing or human activity. Next to it lay a single oar, a wooden crate, and a copper drum. But there were no footprints, no human remains, no evidence of a shipwreck nearby. It was as if the lifeboat had simply appeared out of nowhere. And then it disappears. The story gets creepier. A few years later, another expedition arrived on Bouvet. Naturally, they checked the same lagoon. But the lifeboat? Gone. Vanished completely, without leaving a single trace. If someone had taken it, how could they have reached this ice-locked island? If it sank, why wasn't the wreckage found beneath the lagoon? A lifeboat, ownerless and abandoned, appearing on an uninhabited island, only to disappear forever? Chills, right? Theories behind the mystery. Over the decades, people have tried to explain this ghostly riddle. Theory number 1, nature swallowed it. Some believe shifting ice or violent waves carried the boat back out to sea where it sank. But if that's the case, why weren't any fragments ever found? Theory number 2, Soviet sailors left it behind. A more intriguing theory comes from naval records. In 1958, a Soviet research vessel called Slava 9 operated in the South Atlantic. It's possible that some sailors landed on Bouvet in a lifeboat, got stranded by a storm, and were later airlifted out, leaving the boat behind. That timeline lines up perfectly with when the British team discovered it. Theory number 3, something we don't know. But if it really belonged to the Soviets, why was there never an official report? And how did the lifeboat disappear years later? Did someone retrieve it in secret? Or is there another truth the world was never told? A place not meant for humans. The island is almost entirely covered in ice. Only moss and lichen cling to its frozen rocks. Its only residents are penguins, albatrosses, and seals. No green plants, no fresh water, no shelter. If a person were stranded there, survival would be nearly impossible. A mystery that remains unsolved. More than half a century has passed, yet the mystery of Bouvet's ghost lifeboat remains unsolved. It's like a missing puzzle piece in the history of exploration, something that feels both real and like legend. Maybe Bouvet will always keep it secret. A frozen, distant, lonely island, holding a question no one has ever been able to answer. Where did that lifeboat come from? And who or what took it away? So what do you think? Was it just an abandoned Soviet boat? Or is there a deeper mystery lurking on Bouvet Island? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Maybe you will be the one to solve one of the strangest unsolved mysteries on Earth.